Hello, my wonderful viewers. How are you doing? Please, if this is your first time of watching this channel, please click the subscribe button. And after watching, please share. Sincerely, I am serious about this. It is an Awolowo coup or a Yoruba coup, actually. Or if you refuse to take any two of these, then say a Nigerian coup. I'm very serious. You need to know how it started. Forget what people are telling you. Forget the narrative they have spread. Thank God for IBB coming to confirm what we already know. Many people are thinking it was until IBB said it. No. It's in the books. Yeah. Read the books by Adewale Ademoyega and all those involved in the coup. It was an Awolowo coup, a Yoruba coup, or a Nigerian coup. Accept three of this narrative. It is not an Igbo coup, please. It is not an Igbo coup. No, no, no. Forget what people like Reno Mokri and Fanika they are trying to push. Now, let's look at it before we start. If those who are to carry out their own operation in Eastern region did well, who do you think they would have executed? Zik and Opara. Zik and Opara, do you know that? But Zik ran away because he knew what was coming. Or perhaps he was sick, I don't know. Meanwhile, all of Ahmadu Bello, Akintola, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, they are all aware of what was coming, just like Zik. Zik ran away. So if Zik was around, it is possible Zik would have been executed, but Zik ran away. Opara was hosting some foreigners that had to do with government. Perhaps, I'm not trying to say that is an excuse. So it's either those who are to execute the plan in Southeast would have killed Zik and Opara, but Zik ran away. Now, Opara, if you are calling it an Igbo coup, will you still call it an Igbo coup if Opara was executed? If Opara was executed, because there are targets. And those who were planning the coup of that day, they are not planning to kill everybody. They were not planning to kill everybody. They had people they want to kill. Because it is not just that they want to clear out the politicians. There are specific people that have caused the polity to heat up that they were trying to exclude. And they are doing all of this for Awolowo, to install him, to compensate him for the trouble he has gone through. So, if they had killed Michael Opara, will you still call it an Igbo coup? Is it because of they failed to kill Michael Opara that you call it an Igbo coup? We understand the case of Zik, which would have been the case of others if they have left the country. Okay, let's say he ran away. That would have been the case of Ahmadu Bello too, Akintola, who provided him a plan. Let's fly away. They would have escaped. So Zik is by chance. It is not a case of he was tipped off by Ifa Ajuna like some people propound or anybody. Zik ran away. So the only man left that is also a target, Michael Opara. Now, if Michael Opara was killed, will you still call it an Igbo coup? Okay, is it because of Michael Opara was not killed that you call it an Igbo coup? Is it because of Michael Opara? The only thing I see, and IBB has made it clear, the only thing I see is the people who were supposed to take care of Michael Opara failed. And not that it was an Igbo coup. The people who were to carry out that particular assignment, other people carried out their own assignment. But those people on Michael Opara and Zik has left. Zik also had the opportunity, like every other one, to run away, abscond. Other ones remained. It was now Michael Opara. They failed to. They gave their reasons. I don't want to say I support their reasons. So, is it because of Michael Opara was not killed that you call it an Igbo coup? Is that enough to call it an Igbo coup? Check it. Now let's go to how it started. You know what started everything? Though there are other plans, we had a coup that was supposed to take place before that one. A jihadist attempt, we heard of that. But we also have heard of what was happening in Yoruba land. The case of Operation Wait here. How there was so much trouble in Yoruba land. Yoruba Assembly. I think, that time Nigeria was running regional system. So maybe Western Assembly. Western Nigeria Assembly. There are people on the side of Akintola. There are people on the side of Awolowo. These two people were fighting. And the federal government headed by Abubakar with somebody underground, Ahmadu Bello, the Oga, because Ahmadu Bello was actually somehow ruling Nigeria using Abubakar. He pushed Abubakar to the center. While he, as in the leader of Nigeria, but he is playing Northern Premier, but Abubakar was his man. He was like, oh, go there. They took side with Akintola and jailed Awolowo. You understand what is happening? Akintola was in charge of the Ibadan area. I think if Adedibu was around, I don't know, maybe there would have been a power tussle with the Tinubu side, Things like that existed a little. Adedibu on PDP, remember? Adedibu, the Ibadan, man, I think he has died on the PDP. Then you have, as at the time of Adedibu, PDP was ruling Nigeria. Then you have people who are supporting Falaye, the Yoruba supporting Falaye on the party called AD. Later, I think it was AC. I'm talking about trying to look at it and compare to this day. So there were factions in Yoruba land that were contending, and the North and the Central threw their weight behind Akintola, just like saying we support Adedibu. Let's eliminate the Tinubu and Falaye group. So Awolowo was jailed. There was so much trouble in Yoruba land. Awolowo was jailed. And the coup plotters, imagine this with other reasons they have to plan the coup. The major plan, make Awolowo the prime minister of the country while they clean up the system. So they have marked those that they are going to eliminate. At the end of the day, their plan went somehow. This person carried out his own assignment. This one carried, but the one in the east, the target is two people. Zeke has run away. Then the target is Michael Obara. But Michael Obara was spared. And for that reason, it was an Igbo coup, this and that. Do you know how many Igbo people lost their lives? In the counter coup led by Mulitara Mohammed, they killed Agi Ironsi. They said he did not prosecute the coup plotters who were all jailed. They started killing all Igbo officers in the army, almost all. Ojukwu managed to escape. He ran back to the east. Now they did not stop at killing military officers. You heard about the 1966 pogrom. They started killing Igbo people, whether you are in the army or not. Massively, they killed a lot of Igbo people. We deserve an apology, a big compensation at that. I don't know if Nigeria can even be able to pay it. So they killed and killed and killed and killed and killed. And it came to a point, we need to go our separate ways, which was actually started by Gowon. Gowon started it. The Araba announcement, Araba, breakup, Araba announcement. And let me tell you, one of the problem of this country, and the major problem of this country is Britain. Because of the oil they want to suck. They were the one that told Gowon, renege on your plan. Renege on your plan. Within hours of his announcement that Nigeria, after killing of Igbo officers, they were afraid that this country can no longer work because there will be retaliations. So what happened? They announced that the country has split. Then Britain called them. You are going to lose. It wasn't they that will lose, actually. It was Britain that will lose. Because the people who will handle Nigeria's oil now will not allow Britain to continue to rip us off. And I know that one day it will come to happen. What is happening to France in the Sahel region, and that will soon happen to them in the whole of Africa, will happen to Britain. This milking of Africa will stop. So, for the sake of working towards what they steal from us, the milk they have been making us will stop. They told Gowon, change your mind, go and make another announcement that this country must be preserved as one. Gowon, their puppet, went back. Then they abhorred an attempt to keep it one. Gowon came back and reneged. And the war started. So you understand what happened? Britain gave Nigeria weapons. Because of what Britain will get. Most of the Western world, actually, you know why they will support or why they are getting involved in conflicts. It's what they will get, actually. There were protests in Britain during the war because everybody was aware that Britain was supporting Nigeria to annihilate the people from the eastern region who want independence. Is there any crime in wanting independence? Must we be one? So it was Britain, some Arab countries, including Egypt, Niger at that point in time, they were used to silence us. They killed millions for British interests. In a coup that was supposed to be an Awolowo coup, or at most, a Nigerian coup. Like IBB told you, the real intention was to install Awolowo. That was where it started. And I'm surprised that the British people were aware of the coup coming, the 1966 coup. And that was why they gave Abubakar the opportunity to come and stay in British High Commissioner's home at that point in time. At least they said when the coup plotters see the flag, they will soft pedal. They will not attack the place. So back to what we're saying. It was an Awolowo coup. Yes, Awolowo was in prison, but it was a coup to install him, to clear the system of people who have been troubling the polity and install Awolowo. It was a Yoruba coup, and Yoruba officers were involved. Aside the 5 majors, there were others who were involved. And that is why Bembudia will tell you, though he's not among the 5 majors, he will tell you he was involved fully. The 5 majors are just the prominent ones. There were others. Nigerians of various extraction, ethnicities. At the end of the day, Onya Polas, the Igbo people, it was tied on them. Igbo coup, and so they must silence all the Igbos. And this is where we are today. Thank God, though we already know, but it's a confirmation. IBB has come out to say things as it is. And we're hoping for Gowon to come and also, not just celebrating his birthday. Oh, I did it to unite Nigeria. That is shit. Gowon, you're well stricken of age. You are not becoming younger. We expect to see you do the same thing, even with more clarification. Because as at the point in time, you were the president. You were the chief inheritor of the whole thing at the end of the day. Gowon was the chief inheritor. Though it wasn't planned like that, but at the end of the day, it was Gowon that became the head of state. Meanwhile, it was an Awo coup, or a Yoruba coup, or a Nigerian coup. It has nothing to do with Igbo. And why you even see Igbo officers more among the 5 was that as at that point in time, there were more Igbo officers in the military. I'm not telling you that the Nigerian army is composed of only Igbo officers. No, the troops on the ground were more of the north. The structure is 70% northerners, the ground troops. Then the officer structure, you have more of the Igbo people and others. So now so it be. Remember, we promised to continue to look at IBB's confirmation. And this is like the 4th or 5th video in that regards. Thanks for watching. Please share widely. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. I am Azuka OJ. Bye-bye for now.